Hello everybody, my name is Neil, and today I'll be teaching you how to write an informal letter for the general module of the IELTS examination. More specifically, we'll be focusing on explanation. Okay, so now let's read and analyze this task in detail. A family member is coming to stay with you. He or she will be arriving by train in the morning, but you won't be home until the evening. Write a letter to your relative. In your letter, explain arrangements which you have made for them to have keys and get into the house. Tell your relative how to get from the train station to your house. And then say when you will be home and suggest what you could do together that evening. So we need to be sure to make sure that we answer each part of this task. Okay, only in this case we can get a high score. Okay, now let's just look at the plan. So the first one is explain arrangements which you have made for them to have keys and get into the house. Okay, I'll just say that this strong chap, and I'll be talking about my friend. Okay, so I'll be talking about my friend. So this strong chap will not only help you to get into my house, but he will also help you with your luggage. As I've already handed the key to him, he will pass it to you to get into the house. Okay, let's focus on the next aspect. Tell your relative how to get from the train station to your house. Okay, so a friend of mine, Jeff, will pick you up at the station and get you to my place. Okay, and the last one, say when you will be home and suggest what you could do together that evening. Okay, so in my response, I will just say that I'll get back home by 6 o'clock and then we will hit the horse racing. Now let's just focus on the first two aspects of this letter. The first one is explain arrangements which you have made for them to have keys and get into the house. And number two, tell your relative how to get from the train station to your house. Okay, hey Uncle John. Okay, so number one, we understand that we are writing an informal letter because we are writing a letter to our relative. In this case, Uncle John is my relative, and therefore it's possible to write hey Uncle John, or hello Uncle John, or even hi Uncle John. I'm really excited about your coming over to us. So according to the sentence, it's clear that we are waiting for our relative. Okay, we look forward to catching up with our relative. However, although meeting you at the station would be totally awesome, I won't be able to make it because of the negotiations with our Japanese partners due to be held between 9 and 11 a.m. Okay, it's obvious that I will not be able to meet my uncle at the station because, and then there is a reason why, because of the negotiations with our Japanese partners. Okay, and then I indicate the exact time because my uncle will be arriving within this time frame. And then I wish I could though, meaning that I wish I would like to be there, however, it's not the case. While I'm at the meeting, a friend of mine, Jeff, will pick you up at the station and get you to my place. So here it's obvious that my friend Jeff will pick my uncle up at the station because I will not be there. The strong chap will not only get you to my house, but he will also help you with your luggage. So basically, this guy will do two things. A, he will get my uncle to my house. B, he will help him to carry his luggage. As I've already handed the key to him, he will pass it to you to get into the house. Okay, now it's very clear because here the question is explain arrangements which you've made for them to have keys, right? So here this friend Jeff will pass the key to my uncle and my uncle will be able to get into my house. So we have been able to explain everything. We have been able to give very precise instructions to my uncle, right? So he will understand that the whole situation is under control, that I'm still waiting for him, that my friend will be able to pick him up, okay, and then he will be able to give the key to him, and he will be able to get into my house, okay? So everything is clear, and that's how we can get a high score for task achievement, because we have answered both of these questions, we have addressed both of these aspects. Okay, let's move on. Coherence and cohesion. So this strong chap, we know exactly what kind of strong chap we're talking about. We are talking about my friend. Next, here I'm using the structure S plus cause and plus an effect. Okay, so let's just find this and I'll explain this to you. Yeah, here. As I've already handed the key to him, he will pass it to you to get into the house. Okay, so he will pass it to you to get into the house. This is the result, this is the fact. Why? Because I have already handed the key to him. So here we're trying to use a complex sentence, and that's how we can connect both of these clauses together. Okay, and that's how you can create a very strong coherence and cohesion. Next, as I've already handed the key to him. Again, we know exactly what kind of person we're talking about. We're talking about my friend, so I don't want to say my friend, and I'm using pronoun here, him in this case. Now let's just focus on lexical resource. Chap. Chap means guy. Luggage means baggage. Hand the key to him, that means give the key to him. Now let's focus on grammatical range and accuracy. While I'm at the meeting, a friend of mine, Jeff, will pick you up at the station. Remember, after a while, we can't use the future simple. We can't write while I will be at the meeting. We have to write only while I am at the meeting. So make sure to use the present simple after the word while. Next, Jeff will pick you up at the station. We're talking about the future situation, therefore we need to use will here. Next, the strong chap will not only get you to my house, but he will also help you with your luggage. Number one, we're using the future simple here, will. Number two, we are talking about two events that will happen at the same time, and therefore we need to use the structure not only, but he will also. Okay, so try to remember the structure, because some students just write will not only, but he will help you. And sometimes they don't write the word also, but it's very important. Not only, but also. Okay. Next, I've already handed the key to him. So we need to use the present perfect here. Why? Because I have already done it. Okay, so we're talking about the ultimate result. So the formula is have plus past participle, handed. And here, the key, why? Because I'm talking about my key, very specific key, that's why the key. He will pass it to you, so we need to use the future simple here. Now let's just focus on the next aspect here. Say when you will be home and suggest what you could do together that evening. Okay, if everything goes smoothly, I'll get back home by 6 p.m. So we have already addressed this aspect, right? Because the question is, say when you will be home, okay, and I'll be home by 6 p.m. Once I get home, we could hit the horse racing, where both of us will have the chance to place bets just like last time. So hit the horse racing, so that's the activity that we will be doing together, okay? As my black horse crossed the line first, I raked in lots of dough last time, remember? Okay, so here we're using a bit of informal language, raked in lots of dough. That means I earned a lot of money last time. Do you remember? Okay, so here instead of writing do you remember, just remember. Next one, it was 2K, I reckon. 2K here it means $2,000. Okay, I reckon means I guess. You told me that you would win next time. Okay, let's check whether you will be in luck this time. So basically, it's obvious that my uncle and I both like racing, okay, and therefore we're going to hit the horse racing together. Looking forward to catching up with you. Have a safe trip, Neil. Okay, so instead of writing I look forward to, it's possible to write just looking forward to, because it's very, very informal and nice. Okay, so we have been able to address these aspects in detail, and that's how we can get a high score for task achievement. Next, coherence and cohesion. If everything goes smoothly, I will. Okay, so because according to our questions, let's say when you will be home, and we are still talking about it, right? If everything goes smoothly, I'll, and then we just continue explaining, okay? That's how we're trying to link our idea. And then we're using, again, a cause and effect, using as. In this case, as means because, as plus cause, and then effect. Let's check whether. Okay, so we're referring back to the previous experience, and now let's check whether you will be in luck this time. Now let's just focus on lexical resource. If everything goes smoothly, okay, so after, so in this case, goes smoothly means it goes according to my plan, according to my schedule. Hit the horse racing, in this case, hit means visit, go to. Place bets. So the idea is you are ready to place a certain amount of money because you believe that your horse will cross the finish line first, and then you will earn much more money. So you place bets. Rake in lots of dough. Rake in means earn. Lots of dough means lots of money. It was 2K, I reckon. 2K means $2,000, I guess. To be in luck means to be lucky. Looking forward to catching up with you, which means I look forward to. I'm anticipating. I'm waiting for the moment when we catch up and spend our great time together. Grammatical range and accuracy. If everything goes smoothly, I'll get back by 6 o'clock. Remember here we're using the first conditional, and we must use only the present simple here. So if everything goes smoothly, okay, so you can't write if everything will go smoothly. Use only the present simple after if. Here we're using an adverb, smoothly, okay, ly. Why? Because we have a verb goes, that's why smoothly. I'll get back home by 6 o'clock. By 6 p.m. we need to use future simple, so I'll get back. Next, once I get home. Once means as soon as I get home. After once, make sure to use the present simple here, so get. Could hit the horse racing. Could means there are several options, and one of these options is hitting the horse racing, so we need to use could. Next, both of us will have the chance. We need to use the future simple here, so we'll have the chance. We know exactly what kind of chance we're talking about, therefore the chance. As my black horse crossed the line first, I raked in lots of dough last time, remember? Okay, so here we have a cause and effect, S, and then cause, and then effect. Okay, and we need to use the past simple, crossed, because it happened last time, and then raked, again, it happened last time, that's why raked. Thanks, you told me that you would win next time. So you tell me that you will win, but you told me in the past, therefore that you would win, not will, but would win. That's all. Thank you very much for listening and analyzing this video lesson. I hope that you have learned how to write an informal letter. I hope that you have learned how to explain what steps somebody needs to take in order to achieve a particular goal. Okay, so like if you want to invite somebody to your house, so you can explain what to do, how to do something, how to get the key, and then who will meet this person at the station, and so forth. I hope that this knowledge that you have just acquired will help you to use a similar strategy when taking the IELTS examination if you have an informal letter where you have to explain something to your friend or relative. Thank you for watching and best luck to all of you.